As an everlasting dream, come along with me in the horizon beam. Good morning, everybody. Live from El Monte, it's Sanja. Yep, even though we're distance learning, the VISTA News crew is working hard to give you your morning announcements. I've honestly missed you all over the past 5 months. Yes, I counted. But this is all going to be over as long as we take the necessary precautions to stay safe. That is a fact. Though, to be honest, I'm very jealous of people who've been quarantining with loving pets. Y'all have it nice. But I'm pretty sure everyone is doing something during the quarantine. I hear that most people have just been binge watching shows all day. For me, it's anime. Or they've been playing video games, or drawing, or cooking. And some other people have been doing a lot more of their old hobbies, or discovering whole new ones. That must have been so fun. Not only that, but there's so much going on outside of our homes too. People have been organizing drives for making masks and collecting essential supplies and just giving them back to the community. There's also the upcoming election and the toppling of historic monuments. I even hear that USC is working to give free tuition to low income families. I hope so. But even during times like these, life just keeps going on, you know? Well, that's enough out of me. We have a great show for you to watch. First up, we have Ruby, who's going to be giving us an update on the current situation of pandemic.
Thank you, Sandra. Have your Vikings been watching the news or staying up to date on some news regarding COVID-19? If not, do not worry. I'll give you all an update right now. Vaccine trials are currently working. This is good that the early stage clinicals are showing positive signs. I understand that we did not expect for this pandemic to occur, but we are all going through it together. And while we are in this pandemic, we have to remember to take precautions. The only way to prevent the spread of COVID-19 is to keep washing those hands, whether it's with hand sanitizer or soap and water. Always remember to social distance the best you can. And last but not least, always wear a face mask at all times. Together we will get through this, Vikes.
The cases are going down? Awesome! I am crossing my fingers for it to keep going that way. Oh, Vikings! Don't forget to purchase your yearbook for $85. You could pay cash at the activities office, or you could check your school email for a link to purchase online. This year's yearbook will need your pictures from the end of last year and your summer. You can check your school email for a link to upload. Now, this summer has had some record-breaking heat, but for a more accurate picture of heat, we have our very own Hector with the weather.
That's right, Sanja. This week, we can expect our forecast to have a slight temperature decline as we go from 96 on Friday to about 89 or so on Monday the 31st, then continuing through Wednesday. Then another slight increase on Thursday from 89 to 91 degrees, and then back to 92 on Friday. In other news, the California fires have now been labeled the second largest fires in California history, and due to the hot summer weather, the fires are just getting worse. Some people are predicting that the fires may surpass number one in the upcoming weeks.
Ooh, that's harsh. Well, I can't really feel a smile after that. On a lighter note, though, we have Martin and Abel who are going to give us an update on sports, which I'm surprised is still happening right now.
Attention Vikings, we have begun preparation for the 2020 football season coming in January. Yes, 2020 will be played in 2021. For the past 4 months, many of your classmates have been training and learning our offensive and defensive systems. However, there is plenty of room in our ship. We are looking to field teams on all 3 levels this year: freshman, JV, and varsity. No experience is needed. All we need is your Viking spirit and desire to succeed. All Vikings interested in playing football this season should contact head coach Paul Rodriguez at paulrodriguez@emuhsd.org. Keep climbing since we are the Vikings. Let me tell you guys about the Minnesota Vikings NFL team. The first game will be September 13 at 10 a.m. They will be playing the Green Bay Packers. All of the NFL's positive coronavirus tests from the weekend returned negative. Did you guys know that the Dodgers have 22 wins and 8 losses? They will be playing the Giants tomorrow at 6:45 p.m. All-around player Kike Hernandez honors Kobe while hitting a home run last Sunday. Also, last week, Kershaw just passed Don Drysdale an all-time strikeout. This means that he is second place on the Dodgers' most strikeout list with 2,943 strikeouts.
In basketball, NBA legend Kobe Bryant's birthday was celebrated on Sunday, August 23rd. The following day, on Monday, the Lakers played in Game 4 of the quarterfinals against the Trailblazers, defeating them with a score of 135 to 115. This was an important win for the Lakers because it gave them a 2-game lead in the series. Kobe will also be celebrated on his new official day, which is August 24th, which represent his jersey numbers 8 and 24. Now, in the latest news with soccer, this past August 23rd, FC Bayern Munich played PSG, defeating them 1-0 in the UEFA Champions League final. The goal scorer was none other than the Frenchman Kingsley Coman, scoring a header in the 59th minute, defeating PSG. This will be Bayern Munich's 6th Champions League trophy, and although I wasn't going for them, they deserved it.
I don't pay attention to sports, so I don't know how to respond to that. But I think it's very touching that people have dedicated a day to Kobe. What a legend. Oh, while I'm here, I have an announcement from French Club. Bonjour, Vikings! Do you like listening to different music? Do you like eating different foods? Do you like watching different movies? Do you like traveling to different lands? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then you should check out French Club. We learn to cook delicious food. We listen to music and watch movies from all over the globe. We travel to Europe, when it's safe, of course. French Club does all of these things and more. So if you want to try something new, come to French Club's first virtual meeting on Tuesday, September 1st at 3 p.m. Email Madame Anne at anne.bazil@emuhsd.org to get the meeting code. Okay, so distance learning has been quite confusing for most of us, but luckily we have Isaac who can give us some tips on how to handle it.
As we all know, we are now faced with the unforeseen task of learning from home. Some of us may prefer this, others may not. So here are some tips to help you through this time of uncertainty. Tip number 1. Go to sleep at a reasonable time and wake up early. Staring at a computer screen all day can get very tiring, so having enough sleep will be helpful.
Hey bro, you good?
Tip number 2. Try to avoid distractions as much as possible. Try your best not to be distracted by electronics such as the television, your phone, or other things on your computer. Tip number 3. Mute your microphone when you're not talking. Having your microphone muted is courteous to the other students in class so they won't be distracted by sounds coming from your mic. And tip number 4, treat it like a real classroom setting. Make sure to take notes when needed and be respectful to the other students and teachers.
Yep, that seems pretty simple for most of us, but it's actually hard for some people. Nevertheless, we still have to do our best. Now, we have all of that serious stuff out of the way, so let's go on to our entertainment section with David and Kevin. Here with game and song recommendations is Kevin.
Hey Mountain View, today we have recommendations for video games for you to play while you're still stuck at home. The first game we have today is Doom Eternal. The king of FPS has returned, and no one kicks, punches, or stomps harder than this guy. Alright? Play as the Doom Slayer when he rip and tears through the demonic invasion and saves humanity. And if you feel a bit competitive, try battle mode. Take on as a Slayer or a demon and try to destroy one another. You can win by either destroying the Slayer or defeating the other players. Available on PC and console at $59.99. Our second recommendation is Garry's Mod, published by Valve and developed by Facepunch. Play as creators of your own world or download custom-made maps, player models, or game modes. You can play a scary map, Guess Who, and prop hunt or just mess around in the sandbox. It's fun and it's a great game to start off any PC players, whether it's on laptop or desktop. Available only on $9.99 only at Steam. Bored? Me too. How about listening to some music? Who doesn't like music? Well, here are our top 3 recommended songs for this week. New Noise by Refused. Livewire by Motley Crue. And Pipe by Fuzz. Well then, let's see what else we have for entertainment.
Doom Eternal, huh? That sure sounds interesting. Well, I heard that most of you have been binge watching the entire quarantine. So, the Vista News crew had David put together a bunch of shows he thought are awesome to watch. Over to you, David.
Good morning, Vikings. If you guys have Netflix and you're looking for something new, this week's recommended shows are High Score, The Umbrella Academy, Avengers, Jurassic Park, and Shameless. And if you guys are looking for something scary to watch, there's In the Tall Grass, Silence, Hush, and The Cabin in the Woods. And we can't forget about some recommended anime. There's The Disastrous Life of Saki K, Little Witch Academia, The East Blue, and Alabasta Sagas, and One Punch Man.
Thank you, David. Those sure are some awesome shows. Well, that's the end of our show today. I hope you guys have enjoyed the very first Viking News Quarantine Edition. And stay tuned for more every week. Have a great weekend, guys!